Hello, everybody. It is that time of the week again. It is Wicked Wednesday, Werewolf Wednesday. It is live with Kristy Day. So, hello. Hello. So, I think we got everything going, right? Everything good? So, it is going to be a long one. This is going to be a fun episode. I have lots of movies to talk about, and I've got lots of products to talk about, and all the products pretty much are, Halloween related, since Halloween is in 6 days, which I'm sure everybody is excited about, just like myself. Can't wait for Halloween. So, who is joining in? Hello, August. How are you? Hello, David. Hello, Ryan. How are you, Ryan? Can't wait to see you at the Halloween party Saturday. Hello, Zombie Momsen. Hello, Dean. Hey, Dean. How are you doing today? Hello, Israel. How are you? Hello, Jeff. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Robert. How are you? How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Yes, happy 45th to Halloween, right? The 1978 Halloween, 45 years. So I do have some Michael Myers products here to talk about today too, and this is new to us, the H2 figure from Handmade by Robots. But yeah, happy anniversary, Halloween. Hello, Trico. How are you? Oh, you're on vacation? I was about to ask, Dean, because I know you said you've been working a lot in the afternoons. So you're on vacation. You like a week vacation type thing? Or did you take off for Halloween? Hello, Bazelle. How are you? Brian and Dawn. Hello, Brian. Hello, Dawn. All right, guys. So got to get started because I have a lot to talk about. I'm so excited about all the movies and everything I have to talk about. And then my Halloween-esque type movie that I'm talking about this week. Last week we did Hellfest. This week I want to talk about The Prodigy. And I already know I've posted about it, and I'm wearing a t-shirt. Yes, I have a shirt for it. When the movie came out back in 2019, Brian bought me this shirt, I think like for birthday or Christmas or something, because I really liked the movie. I've always enjoyed this movie. Halloween is in the movie, but it's not the entire movie, like Hellfest is. But no one ever talks about this movie. It's so underrated. I've never seen anybody talk about it, like, ever. I mean, remember even people talking about it much when it did come out. I think I was like the only one that was like, oh, this is a really good movie. I like kid movies, killer kid movies anyway. So, but I'll talk about that one here in a little bit. What are y'all saying really quick? I'm going to start with Creepshow, the Creepshow series. Let's talk about that. Oh, wow, you have 2 weeks vacation? That's cool. You going anywhere? Or are you just going to chill at home and just do whatever? Someone said something about new camera angles. Thanks. We're trying to do some different things. Yep, camera angles are cool. Monkey wrench from the Prodigy. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Nope, a staycation. Well, that's always fun, too, because, like, if you work a lot and you're just never home, it's nice to just be at home and just have a little vacation at home, watch all the movies you need to do, catch up on some stuff. Maybe you might take one of my recommendations today and watch it, right? All right, so let's talk about, first let's talk about Chucky, because I love the Chucky. When I leave from here, I'm going home to watch Chucky. It comes on about 6 o'clock here. It's early here. Last week's episode, I always write notes down. That's why I'm always looking. So Chucky is on Sci-Fi or USA, and then it streams on Peacock the next day, if you haven't watched it yet. I'm really liking this season. I like it being in the White House. I think that's quite interesting. It makes, it kind of makes things a little more morbid in a way. because there was a death. I don't think it was this one. I think it was episode 2, where he actually used the American flag to suffocate somebody. So yeah, this one, episode 3, I'm not gonna have too much spoilers, but the umbrella death, that's all I'm gonna say. There was an umbrella death that is really freaking cool. Like, really cool. I really, really loved it. And my daughter had messaged me, and she's like, oh, the umbrella death. So she liked it too. I was like, yep, that was my favorite. And in this one, you get a little more information. You kind of find out how he got into the White House. And now you'll see Tiffany and Nika. They come into this episode. So you still got everything going on with them. And then I do want to say this because I was so excited about this. This just added a little bonus to the episode. But Chucky goes to Amityville. That was cool. That was really cool. I liked that whole bit in the episode. So, yeah. So I really enjoyed last week's episode. Tons of fun. So what did y'all think, if y'all are watching it? There is a little girl or a little boy, I'm not sure, a child that sounds so excited right now out in the store. I can hear. First episode of the new season of Creep Show. Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to talk about that, about the Creep Show. Mid-season finale is tonight. I know, it's so sad. I've been loving Wednesdays this whole month. I had something to look forward to. Although I'm still watching American Horror Story as well. That comes on at 7 for me right after Chucky. And now it's getting interesting. But I have to say, it's not as like creepy and freaky and scary as some of the other episodes have been. It's just not the same. I don't know. It's not the same feel as some of the first episodes of American Horror Story. It's kind of changed a little bit. But again, I've said it before, I love Emma Roberts, so I really like her in it. And apparently she's going to have a spider baby. I'm not sure, that hasn't happened, but things are happening around that, though. I think she has this like little hole right here in her chin, and it looks like, from what she's pulled out of it, looks like it's web. That webbing is going to come out. So that's interesting. I'm like, how is this going to go? So I think tonight is episode 7, I think. I think we're on episode 7 of American Horror Story. I can't remember. But yeah, I'm still going to give it a go. And then I'm excited for American Horror Stories. Now that looks interesting. Those are a bunch of different stories, and they're all going to be Halloween themed. And it's going to air on Hulu on Friday. So I'm really excited for American Horror Stories. That should be interesting. Da, 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 da. You like the last episode too of Chucky? Oh, the dishwasher death. Yes, that was good too. I like the dishwasher. I feel like I've watched another horror movie somewhere where there was a... No, but I've seen something somewhere a long time ago with a dishwasher. But it wasn't Chucky. When they pushed the woman down. Right. Right. That was a great kill. But I feel like there's something I've seen a long time ago. I can't remember what it was. Is my image blurry? Dean says my image is blurry. Philip, is there an adjustment you can do? Or is it his phone? It looks clear to me. Ryan said it's good. Hey, that horror couple. I'm trying to catch up on the messages. They're going quickly for me. Not fond of American Horror Story. Yeah. I mean, it's not as exciting and crazy and freaky and scary and creepy. It's just not. It's intriguing. But that's really, and it's weird. But that's really about it. Everybody's saying it looks good. It might be your phone, hon. Yes, the season 1 of Chucky. We had the dishwasher kill, yeah. Hey, said 66 the Pug. How are you? All right, so I got my IMDb pulled up for Creepshow since there's a whole bunch of different stories. So if you haven't started watching Creepshow, it is on Shudder or AMC, and all the episodes are on Shudder. Let me get to that. So we're on season 4. There's 6 episodes, 2 stories an episode, so there's 12 stories. I have to say, somebody a minute ago said they liked the first episode. Chris, I'm totally with you. Chris Nat, hello, how are you, Chris? Says he's definitely not, it's not the best season of American Horror Story. No, it's not. I agree. Oh, hello, Jose, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. So when I watched the first episode, I didn't even like the first episode. I didn't even like the first 2 stories. I don't know, like the whole monster thing. I was getting into the first story, and then when the monster like sat down with her and just started talking to her like a normal person, I was like, what? I don't know, that just kind of like, I didn't really care for that. Didn't really care for the second story. I didn't really like the stories until the 4th one. The 4th one is called Grieving Process. The one before that, the 3rd story called The Hat, it was okay. It was an interesting concept, but I really wasn't getting into anything until the 4th story. 4th story on, I loved all the rest of the stories. The Grieving Process I thought was really good. Let's see, where's it at? And then you get to episode 6, which would be like the 11th story, but the first story on episode 6. You have a story called George Romero in 3D. That was so cool. And I know everybody else can agree with me if you've seen it and you're a big George Romero fan. That was so cool, that episode. Just to have him in comic book form talking. I don't know who was actually talking, but he's in comic book form. So I don't want to spoil it for you, but that was a really good one. That was kind of a cool one. Almost put a tear in my eye just because it was just like, oh, it's George. So that was really neat. And then the other story with episode 6, Baby Teeth, I really liked it too. It's kind of a tooth fairy type story. But yeah, stories 4 through 12 I really enjoyed. 1 and 2, 3, it was okay. And yeah, so that's really all I have to say really about Creepshow. I enjoyed it though. It's fun to watch Creepshow though, because since you do have all these different stories, it's not like, you can watch an episode and walk away from it and watch it again later, because it's not like a movie. Like, I can't just turn off a movie in the middle of it. I hate that. So it's not like, they all go together in that way. So yeah, a lot of people liked the first episode. I know. I just was like, huh? Michael Myers skin. Oh, on Fortnite. Oh, I didn't know you can do that. Wait a minute. On Fortnite, you can get Michael Myers? Oh my gosh. What is going on with all these video games? Now it's like all these other video games like, oh, we need to get on the horror stuff, don't we? And then add horror characters to it. I wish all of this existed a long time ago. I know it exists now, but I'm just saying. Hello, Dirty Santa. How are you doing? I hadn't seen you in a minute. Hello, Captain Spaulding, the Collector. Jacob, hello, hello, hello. Everybody's liking the camera angles. Let's see. Much later. I agree with you, Israel. Creepshow season, the first half felt rushed, and the creep doesn't appear as much. Yeah, he doesn't. You're right about that. I do love the use of practical effects. Yep. You think they're lagging and introducing horror? You think? I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I probably don't play enough. I don't play video games, so I don't really know, but it just seems like all these other games where you can like make a person or trying to add horror characters into it, which is fine. It's just interesting that all that's happening now. It's like, oh, people really like this. Yes, we do. Duh. Isn't Mortal Kombat like that? Where you can get horror icons, right? I don't know. Someone tell me, please. I feel like someone has told me that before. I don't know. That'd be fun. A Mortal Kombat where, yeah, that'd be fun. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Everybody's like, yes, yes. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the nails. So I like the nails too. I love the orange, and Halloween's coming up, and I've had these for a couple weeks now, but I'm changing it tomorrow. I'm getting my nails done tomorrow because I have to change it for my Halloween costume. So, but I like the orange too. Thank you very much for the compliment. Jason was in Mortal Kombat 10. See? Yep. They need to put Chucky and everybody else on there, and then when everybody does all these like versus type posts online, you can actually like really do it yourself in the video games. Straight for the original. Well, yeah. I do remember the original Friday the 13th game. I had a friend that I had a guy friend that lived down the road, and he was into horror movies like I was. None of the girlfriends that I had were into horror movies. I had to go to my guy friend's house to go watch horror movies and stuff like that. But he had that game and we played it a lot. I remember. Do I have the popcorn gun for sale? No. I have some, but I don't have them for sale right now though. But I do have some. The NES Jason is pricey. Yeah, it is pricey. Okay. So what should I talk about next? Talk to me, Dante's Hotel, Slotherhouse. Let's talk Slotherhouse. Let's do that, since everybody is posting about Slotherhouse, and everybody seems to love it. Okay. Before I say anything about Slotherhouse, I didn't hate it. It is my least favorite of the movies that I'm talking about today. But I didn't hate it. But for me, I was just like, I thought it was funny at first, and then I didn't. I don't know. So, Slotherhouse, if you don't know what we're talking about, but this is what everybody's posting right now, just came out. It's on Hulu. So it's streaming on Hulu. It's PG-13. It's an hour and 33 minutes long. I do believe that maybe if they made it R, it would have been a little better. I would have liked it been R. I would have liked for this type of movie, number one, with it being in a sorority house, we need some boobs. Just saying. And then the kills I thought were interesting, and some of them were creative. I wrote one down. But you don't see much of the kill, though. It's PG-13. Maybe if we got an R rating, we would have seen more of the kills. I would have liked that. The one kill that I did like was a shower poof kill, but you didn't see it at all. It was just kind of insinuated. So, like, the girl was in the bathroom, and the sloth, you can tell he has a shower poof, and he's about to shove it in her mouth. And then it cuts out. But then later on, when they go back to the bathroom, you see the girl dead in the bathtub with the shower poof in her mouth. So you never even actually get to see all that happen. But I was like, when it was starting to happen, I was like, oh, a shower poof, that's creative. And then you don't get to see all of it. But okay, it's still creative. Just have to think about it. What are y'all saying? Agreed on the boobs. See? We always need those to be on for PG-13 horror movies. Yeah. Oh, just wait. Wait, Dean. Wait until I continue to talk about Slotherhouse. You're going to love it. Hey, Dan. How are you, Dan? Thanks for joining in. We're just starting to talk about Slotherhouse. Okay, so a brief synopsis of the film if you don't know what it's about. Literally, this girl, Emily, she is part of sorority. At the beginning of the movie, she's at the mall, and which this is weird too. She runs into this guy, an older gentleman, and they start talking, and he offers her an exotic animal. Like, he's like one of those people that have exotic animals illegally type of thing. You know, he does all this illegally. And he's wanting to get rid of the sloth. And at first she's like, no, I don't need that. But like I said, she's part of a sorority, and she wants to gain popularity. She wants to be the president of the sorority. She wants popularity on the internet. There's another girl there. Her name is Brianna, and she's like the popular one. She's the one running for president, and that's probably going to get the president. And she's so popular on the internet, has tons of followers and all this stuff, and she kind of wants to be her, you know, but in her own way. So she just kind of decides, you know what, maybe I am going to get this sloth. And so she goes to the dude's house, she gets the sloth, and she's basically getting the sloth so she can gain popularity. And when she comes back, she to the sorority house, they name it the mascot of the sorority house, and the name of the sloth is Alpha, which I thought was cute. I thought that was creative. The sloth is really cute. I like the sloth. I liked all the characters and the girls, and, you know, it was real sorority, you know, real cheese. Need the boobs, though. We need a shower scene. Okay, see, they missed the mark on that. We needed a nude shower scene where the sloth comes in, like maybe he's watching her for a minute and like, or I guess it's a girl. I don't know. He, she, whatever. Doesn't matter. Watching the girl, you know, and like snickering or doing something silly because the sloth does silly shit. And then kills her. Right? That should have been in this movie. And it was not. But anyway, that's basically the story of the movie. Alpha has anxiety issues. And she has to take pills. So if she don't take the pills, she gets crazy and things happen. And of course, she didn't take her pill. She spit it out. And yeah, she went crazy and just starts killing everybody in the sorority. And that's basically the story. That's what it is. Yes, there's some funny moments in this, of course. And yes, this movie is completely silly. I mean, come on. But for whatever weird reason, like, I was liking the movie. The first half of the movie, I was really getting into it and having fun with it. And I was like, okay, ha ha ha, you know. But then I guess somewhat towards the last half, I just kind of started to get bored with it. And maybe, you know, again, maybe if all the kills were a little more elaborate, maybe I wouldn't have gotten bored. But this is the other thing that I was just like, okay, y'all stop. Yes, it's a silly, goofy movie. It's a sloth at a sorority house killing sorority chicks, right? So it's already silly. It started to lose me like when the sloth is using the internet and then it gets into a car and drives. It's like, what in the hell? We could have cut out that really stupid shit since it already was a little silly. Yeah, that just got to be a little too much for me. Someone's excited. I can hear him. Kids are funny. I love kids. But yeah, I mean, it starts to drive, you know, and it knows how to drive. And it knows how to use all the internet, phones, computers, and then it's taking selfies, and I was just like, okay. I mean, I know that's added into the silliness. I get it, but I don't know. I guess after a while, I was just kind of over it. I don't know. So I don't think I had as much fun with it as everybody else did, but I don't hate it. The morgue, the merrier. Oh, I like that. We need some boobs. We do. I mean, I don't think he's happy. I think he's scared. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that out there? And the kid? Boobs and horror go great like peanut butter cups. Oh my God, yes. Let's see. Save a crappy acting horror movie. You know what? The acting was not that bad. It was not that bad. I really did not have a problem with anybody's acting, to be honest with you. But yes, you're right, though, Dean. But I didn't have a problem with the acting. The blue-haired lady, and that's a wrap. Yeah. Yes. Oh, you can hear him? Oh. He's scared. That's what's going on. No, not a... I don't think he's probably dissatisfied. He's just a little scared. That's funny. Most of the time, kids come in here and get real excited and start naming, hey, it's Michael, Freddy, Chucky. They get real excited. You get a few that start to scream. That's cute. Anyway, yeah, I know, right? It does add to the podcast. That's funny. Okay, so anyway, that's my review on Slotherhouse. I'm going to give it just a 5 out of 10. Just a good mediocre 5. If you're really into, like, really crazy comedy horror movies, you'll probably like this. I mean, I did like the story because I was like, how are they going to incorporate a sloth? Like, how is that going to be incorporated into that? So they came up with a way to make it incorporated. Her running into this illegal, what do you call it? What do you call those people? Poachers or whatever you call them. People that take exotic animals that, you know, have them illegally and sell them illegally. I don't know if you call that something, but anyway, that's what the dude is. So that's how they incorporated the sloth into it. That was okay. It was just a little weird that she just runs into him at the mall and then they just have this random conversation. So, but yeah. So there's that. Hey, Mike, how are you? Hey, Noah. See, I knew you'd love it. Everybody seems to like it. Brian loves it. Everybody seems to really like it. Again, I don't hate it. It's just, you're a bit of a horse. Well, that's fine if that's what you like. That's all good. Clown Motel. Oh, you know what? I feel like I watched that for just like a little bit and turned it off too. I don't know. I feel like I did. What? Hey, Dead Pit Radio. How are you? Sorry, I'm just kind of reading everybody's stuff. I'm so sorry. Hello? Oh, not much shaking. Just talking horror. Okay, next, let's talk about Dante's Hotel. Because that is a Tubi original. So glad Tubi put something new out for me to discuss. Because they haven't really put out a whole lot within the past few weeks and the past month or so that's like actually horror related. But this is. And I really enjoyed this movie. Was it the best? No, but it was good, and it was really good for a Tubi original too. It's only an hour and 38 minutes long, and you've got Anna Lynn McCord. She is in this. She was also in the Tubi original Titanic 666, but she's been in tons of other stuff though. She plays the event planner in this movie. This movie takes place on New Year's Eve. So this is a New Year's Eve horror movie. Let me pull it up on my IMDb really quick. Where'd it go? There we go. All right. And then you got Judd Nelson. And I'll explain his character in a minute, but he kind of lives at the hotel. Okay. And he's just kind of a creepy guy. I want to say this about Judd Nelson. There's been a few movies now that have been like really serious thriller dramas and some horror now that Judd Nelson has done. And I am loving him in horror movies. I think he plays creepy very well. And I really want to see some more horror movies with Judd Nelson in it. I'm really liking him. And then Ted Raimi. He's the hotel manager. And a twist with him. So he's the hotel manager. So it's nice to see Ted Raimi. He's always in his suits. He always looks nice. And then you have Emilio Riviera, who is in Sons of Anarchy and Mayans. Yes, there's your show, Philip. Emilio is in this. And he plays a detective. And then you also have Moon Bloodgood. She also plays the other detective as well. And she's been in other things too, like 8 Below, which I love 8 Below, with Paul Walker. She's in that movie. Okay, so there's your cast, or some of the people that are, more well-known in the movie. So like I said, this takes place on New Year's Eve. Now, the movie starts off New Year's Eve in 1975. And it shows a kid with an axe in the hallway of the hotel. And everybody is dead. There's people everywhere. His parents, other people are just mutilated. But yet the kid's holding the axe. And so obviously when the cops and stuff come, it shows them taking him away and questioning him. But he's talking about, that there was somebody else there. There's something else there. What's going on. So it shows that at the beginning of the movie, and then it cuts to now. And they're in the same hotel. And the hotel's actually called Dante New Hotel. So Dantenu. That's the actual name of the hotel. And then, of course, when stuff starts happening, the new part, the lighting in the new part goes away on the hotel. And it's just Dante's hotel. So then, like I said, it goes back to now, and they're setting up for the New Year's Eve party. And Annalyn McCord is the event planner, so she has a big role in this. And like I said, Ted Raimi is the hotel manager. And a really cool thing about this movie is you can tell that whoever the people that did this love The Shining. There's a lot of Shining moments in this movie. It's really reminiscent of The Shining in little ways, the little Easter egg ways. And then plus just the hotel and the way things are shot, certain scenes. So there's a lot of moments in there that I just kept thinking The Shining, The Shining, The Shining. So I believe it had a huge influence on this movie. So anyway, the story goes that Father Time, you get this character, and he's on the poster. If you see the poster for it, you see, like, the one I posted has Judd Nelson and Annalyn McCord, and then it has Father Time. So it's not Grim Reaper, it's Father Time, which are basically the same thing. They're just named something different depending on the time frame in the year. And they explain all this about Grim Reaper and Father Time in the movie, which is nice. Hold on. What are y'all saying? Yeah. I have to be matchy, y'all, if y'all haven't noticed that yet. Hello, Michael. How are you? Hello, Gamer Goblin. I didn't hear about the game app. No. Video and audio out of sync. Are we good now? And Mike Reynolds said, "What's up, Philip?" Can y'all, is everything good now, or am I still out of sync? Boobies are needed. Yeah, boobies are needed sometimes. They were needed in Slotherhouse. Hello, Elaine. How are you? No, they said it's working fine. Dead Pit Radio said it's working fine. Looks fine to me. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to keep going. So anyway, so this is more of a story of Father Time, like I said. And it kind of reminds you, his story is a little bit like Jeepers Creepers. So Father Time comes back every 12 years and has to kill 12 people. He has to take 12 people with him to hell. Okay. And Judd Nelson is actually playing the older version of the kid in the beginning of the movie when they show what had happened back in 1975. Well, every 12 years, this seems to keep happening at this hotel. 12 people die, and they're like, what's going on? Who is doing this? You know, the second time it happened, they had arrested him again just because they thought he did it the first time when he was a kid. So now he's a teenager or 20 years old or however old, 12 years later, and they arrest him again just automatically thinking he did it again. But there's no evidence, so they let him go, obviously. And then what ends up happening, he stays at the hotel so he can research and figure out how to get rid of Father Time. So this does not happen anymore every 12 years, okay? So while this is happening, everybody else in the hotel has no idea what's going on. They're setting up for the New Year's Eve party, and Judd Nelson's character, his name is Brayer. Brayer knows what's going to happen, okay? And now, all of a sudden, Father Time is... So he gives out VIP tickets. They look like VIP tickets to the party, but they're really... Those are the tickets he has to give out, and you have to accept it. And now, yeah, you're about to die. And it was interesting because they explain a lot of what he had been doing the past years. And I guess every 12 years he uses something different to lure the people in to kill them and to take them. And this year it was VIP tickets to the party. But you have to accept the ticket for it to happen. And of course people are like, oh, VIP ticket, yay, I want to do that. And then there's also, it's really cool, the hotel is really cool looking because this is about Father Time. You'll see the decor and the set design is absolutely gorgeous. And you'll see the walls, if you look at everything, it looks like clocks or like parts of clocks all over the place. Okay. And you'll see all that. It's really, the set design was really, really beautiful. And I liked the way it was shot. They had all these really nice long shots with the hallway. And I really enjoyed that. The acting was fine. I didn't have any problem with any of the acting. But yeah, I mean, that's basically what it's about. So then, people are dying from the party and they're trying to, and Judd Nelson tells, it's Anna Lynn McCord, the event planner, tells her what's going on. And so now they're just trying to figure out how to destroy him and get rid of him and save the party and save New Year's and save the hotel and all of that, So it's just a whole night of that. And I think the Father Time character looked really cool. And I had a lot of fun with this. It was just kind of a different type of story, something real different than what we've been getting lately, and I really enjoyed it. I actually would give this movie a 7 out of 10, and that's just for me, and that's going also off of like Tubi original type movies. For Tubi originals, it's a 7. I really, really, really enjoyed this one. What else did let's see. So the Dante Hotel is literally a portal to hell. So that's what the hotel is. It's a portal to hell. Yeah. And that's really about it. I like the whole Father Time thing. Instead of them actually calling him Grim Reaper. Because every time you see a Grim Reaper type character in the movie, they always call him Grim Reaper. And this one is Father Time. And like I said, they really explain Grim Reaper and Father Time a lot in this. And then they also really explain the backstory too a lot more than what I discussed. I just don't want to tell you everything. But they explain all this stuff in the movie too, which was really nice. From Bender to Breyer. Yes, he did. Me too. I absolutely love Judd Nelson. Yeah, I kind of figured... Oh, I froze on my end. Am I frozen over there? I'm frozen on my end. Dean, I'd like to say I kind of figured out who it was going to be too. So I got you. I kind of figured that out. I'm glad everybody likes my nails, but I'm going to change it tomorrow. I'm getting my nails and my hair done tomorrow. That way I'm ready for the Halloween party Saturday. Yeah, he needs to play more serial killers. I totally agree. Yep, Elaine, we got a Ghostface product just for you. Brand new. Just got these today. Let's see. Yeah, I've loved Judd Nelson too ever since Breakfast Club. I can totally recite the whole movie. I'm not going to right now, but I can. Especially Judd Nelson's lines. I can recite all of that. I'm probably very annoying to watch Breakfast Club with because I'll start doing that. Hey, Deandra, how are you? I like your, Captain Sassy Media. That is so cute. How are you? Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. That is awesome. All right. So now let's talk about Talk to Me. This is going to be a long live show because I have so many things to talk about. All right, let's talk about Talk to Me. Let me pull it up on my IMDb really quick. I like to Talk to Me. And I feel like I've seen a lot of people post about it and really enjoyed Talk to Me as well. I've seen a few people hate on it, but whatever. So, Talk to Me. I rented that on Amazon for $5.99. I don't know if it is streaming anywhere for free at the moment. I don't think it is. I couldn't find it anywhere. That's why I rented it. But for me, I thought the $5.99 was worth it. It's an hour and 35 minutes long. And the movie starts off really strong. Like, it starts off, pretty freaking crazy. You get this whole stabbing scene. And finding out later on they were brothers, I think it was, right? They were brothers. But he goes into his brother's room to check on him, and he's all weird and has cuts all over his back, and walks him out of his room, and there's a party going on at the house, and he just stabs him. Just stabs him, and then all of a sudden just stabs himself in the head, and that's how the movie begins. I was just like, whoa, okay. I like it when movies begin like that, though. I like the shock value right off, and it really gets you going for the rest of the movie. But basically, it's about this hand. It's a voodoo hand, and these kids, which they do explain, the one kid explains how he gets the hand. But it's supposedly supposed to have a real hand casted inside of it, of a... oh my god, drawing a blank. A fortune teller, excuse me. I couldn't get that out. Of a fortune teller type lady. And so this is supposed to be her hand. And so he acquires it and he brings it to a party. And which is kind of weird, I know that's just kind of weird. If you go to a party and this is happening, I mean, do you want to like keep doing it and keep going back? But he brings it to a party, and they have a rule, like a 90-second rule. You can only like do this for 90 seconds. And what happens is, if you touch the hand and hold the hand, then some entity, ghost, whatever, ends up possessing you in that moment. But if you do it for too long, bad things are going to happen, and it's not going to be good, and people are going to die. I wrote down I liked the mom. The mom was interesting. She was a smart-ass mom, but she was a good mom. I liked her. I liked the concept of this movie. Instead of it being like an Ouija board to possess people or anything like that, it was this weird hand thing, and I thought that was pretty interesting and creative. The makeup was good. The acting was good. I didn't have any problems with any of that. And there was some shock value, a little bit of shock value in this movie. A lot more than what The Exorcist had, I can say that. And I liked this better than The Exorcist. All the possession stuff in this movie I thought was done a whole lot better and was a lot more scarier and creepier than what was done in The Exorcist. So that's just me comparing the two in a way. I just didn't think the possession scene, the main one in Exorcist, was too scary, but I did think some of this was scary. There were some crazy moments in this. So there's like a whole backstory of a girl. Her name is Mia, and she's pretty much the main person throughout the movie. And her mom had what she thought committed suicide. But her mom has passed away, and with playing this game, her mom's spirit kind of comes back. So not only are you getting her backstory about her mom, and you end up finding out the truth about her mom throughout the movie, you get all that, then you also get, everything that's happening with the possession stuff with the hand and the parties, because they do it like, they do it again. But things go terribly wrong for what is his name, for one of the kids. It was a younger kid that was there. He was the younger brother. His name was Riley. Things go terribly wrong for Riley, though. His possession lasted too long, and now he is just smashing. It's like all of a sudden he's just smashing his head on the table. I hate it when that happens in movies. It's shock value because you're like, oh shit. But it's like, dang, like I get a headache after watching that. But he just starts smashing his face in and doing crazy shit. It gets really crazy. And he's just messed up and in the hospital. And then, and then he takes out his eye. Besides smashing his face, and he like literally tries to take his eyeball out. That was all crazy. There was one moment that I'm sure was supposed to be total shock value in this movie that I could have done without. And that was when, what's his name? Well, anyway, when the one kid was getting possessed and then he starts making out with the dog. And they're like kissing and licking each other, and he's making out with the dog. Like, that could have like been cut out. Like, okay, we don't need to go there. But I understand they put stuff like that in there for everybody to be shocked and like, holy crap, he's making out with a dog. But still, come on, we're making out with a dog. That's gross. But yeah, so that happens for the shock value. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty scary and creepy and freaky, and probably a lot of the things that Exorcist probably should have been, that wasn't. And like I said, I like the creativeness of the story of it just being like a hand and what you have to do, and you have to say, let me in. You have to say certain words for it to happen. And it was like a whole different entity with everybody. It wasn't like it was the same entity with everybody. It was different ones. So you've seen all these, and they showed them too. And some of them were pretty gruesome looking too. So. Let's see. Yeah, horror is supposed to be a form of shock value. You are correct. I do want to buy this. I would love to buy this Blu-ray. What is the Blu-ray? Oh, that's the Prodigy. I'm about to talk about the Prodigy. Because I have the t-shirt on too. That's a good question. So David said, who the hell doesn't like the Breakfast Club? I don't know. I've never heard anybody say they don't like that movie, but I'm sure there's somebody out there that does not like the Breakfast Club. But yeah, I've never heard anybody say that though. So anyway, all in all, Talk to Me, I'm going to give it a 7 as well. But Talk to Me is on a different level of 7 than what Dante's Hotel is. I'm basing Talk to Me off of mainstream movies because it was at the movie theater in July and it's streaming and all that stuff. So I'm basing it off of that. So I give it a 7. The Dante's Hotel I give a 7 based off of Tubi original type movies. Then it's a 7. Maybe an 8. Actually an 8 really. Because it was pretty good. So that's kind of how I'm basing it. I'm not basing it like off of all movies as a whole. Because you can't really like compare like a Tubi original movie to a mainstream Universal type movie. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. They don't have the same budget and stuff. It's not horror. What's not horror? What's not horror? Are you talking about Breakfast Club? Is that what you're talking about? What's not horror? Okay, so next movie, The Prodigy. Okay, so this is the movie I chose for this week to talk about for my Halloween movie. Now, this movie is not all set on Halloween. Halloween is depicted in the movie for just a couple of minutes, which is why he is dressed like that, because that's his Halloween costume. And it shows him carving a pumpkin and all that. So here's my shirt. I got this from Cavity Colors. And this movie came out in 2019. It is rated R, thank God. And it is 1 hour and 32 minutes. I am not sure where it's streaming because I have the Blu-ray. Let me see. The Prodigy. It should be on Prime. It says AMC Prime Video Channels. It could be on Prime. Let's see. But I'm not sure. But y'all can check it out. So anyway, the main character, the kid, is Jackson Robert Scott. He plays Miles in this, and he is Georgie in the It movies, the new It movies. So that's who he is. So when It was getting popular and he was getting known for that, he also did this Prodigy movie at that time. And when it came out, I loved it. I still love this movie. I think it's great. I love child killer type movies anyway, besides like killer doll movies. I love children type movies. Kids are just freaky. And this is very underrated because like I said, when it came out, I don't think anybody even talked about it when it came out. No one talks about it now because no one knows about it. No one knows what's going on. But what this movie is about reincarnation. Okay? So the same night that Miles is born, a serial killer dies. And his soul, in a way, goes into Miles as he's being born and he's dying. So at the beginning of the movie, you see this, I guess you want to call him a serial killer, rapist, kidnapper, whatever. But at the beginning of the movie, it starts off with a woman escaping this like shed, and she has had her hand cut off, and she's a mess. She's been held hostage for quite some time, and she gets away. And she's down the road, running down the road. A car stops to help her. And then the next thing you know, there's cops going to his house and arresting him and killing him. Because he comes out completely naked, holding the girl's hand that he cut off. And they kill him. And so at that moment, Miles is also being born. And so that's the beginning of the movie. And then it kind of progresses a little bit, just showing you as he ages. Now, the movie is really based on him being 8 years old. But from birth to 8, it'll show him kind of growing up. And he is very intelligent. Very intelligent. He develops very, very quickly. He's kind of like a Sheldon in a way. Very smart. And at 8, this is why they call it the Prodigy. At 8, he's just well beyond his years as far as his intelligence. And he's going to doctors and all this stuff. He also was born with a hazel eye and a blue eye, which is kind of interesting too. It's kind of different. But after a while, he starts acting a little crazy and starts acting different. And his mom is just wondering, what's going on with you? You're not acting like Miles. He just kind of starts acting sadistic, smart-assy. And then all of a sudden, he kills somebody at school. Takes, I think it was a big wrench, this huge big wrench, and just beats the hell out of this kid at school. And yes, they show a lot of that. Not a lot of it, but they show a good part of that. And just beats the hell out of him. So it's kind of like the good son in a way too. And so yeah, they're like just trying to figure out what's going on with him and everything else. But then the mom finds out about this killer and realizes that he is not possessed. His soul, they explain all of this. His soul is in him. So now she's just trying to figure out how to save her son in a way. Let's see. Hold on. What is his name? One of the doctors was I can't say his name, was the main guy in Storm of the Century. He played Linoge. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, he's in that. So he's one of the doctors trying to tell her, look, this is what's happening. Because he starts speaking in Hungarian. Why is her 8-year-old son going to know Hungarian? But he starts speaking Hungarian too. And so he's trying to convince her, look, somebody is in your son. This is not your son. Da, da, da. So the rest of the movie ends up just being him sadistically killing people and his mom trying to figure out this story and figure out what she needs to do to save her son and get rid of the soul inside her son. You get to the end. I'm not going to tell you the ending, but there's a little, oh shit, kind of a moment at the end. And it's a pretty good oh shit moment. Because at this point she's thinking she just has to kill her son to save him. But then something happens. It gets twisted and then it's like, holy shit. And then the movie ends. But his acting was phenomenal in this. And he played like a scary adult, even though he's an 8-year-old child, very well. And you see, like, when he looks in the mirror, he's actually looking at the soul of that serial killer. He actually sees the adult self in the mirror. He doesn't see him as a child. And it kind of switches back and forth. But it's really all about reincarnation. And all of this stuff gets explained in the movie and stuff, too. And like I said, there's a part where it's Halloween night and he's outside carving the pumpkin and he's dressed like that and everything. So Halloween's in it a little bit. But I've been wanting to talk about this movie for so long and just kind of put it out there. Because like I said, I like talking about more underrated movies. I like talking about movies that people don't talk about. It's Halloween's anniversary today, but I mean, we can sit here and talk about Halloween, but I mean, that's what everybody's doing. So I wanted to talk about the Prodigy. But I hope y'all go try it. I don't know if y'all like killer kid movies or whatever, or movies about reincarnation, but it's really good. And he, like I said, his acting is phenomenal in this. And he's just really sadistic, and I just think it's a good story, and it's something really cool, I think, to watch around Halloween too, just because of. So what are y'all saying? Born in Sin, come on in. God, I love Storm of the Century. The Monkey Wrench. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm glad y'all like the pumpkin. Yeah, we'll talk about the pumpkin. I sell the pumpkin. Okay, awesome. So anyway, like I said, I'm not sure if it's streaming. It says on IMDb, AMC Prime, but I really want y'all to go watch this. It's really, really good, and it is rated R. So I've got the Blu-ray here, and then everybody's saying they like the little pumpkin. So we do sell this little pumpkin here in the store. It lights up too. I think these are only like $4. I think they're like $3.99. I can't take, you have to pull this thing out for me to turn it on to light up, but it lights up too. So yeah, but these are online and in store if you want to get you a little pumpkin. I was trying to have like Halloween-esque type products to show, and I have tons of stuff over here to show too. Okay. I've already spent an hour talking about movies. I haven't talked about products and everything else. Okay, guys, so let's just recap. You got The Prodigy, so go watch that. Tell me what you think. And then you've got Slotherhouse. There's your little horror comedy movie. And you've got Dante's Hotel, your fun Tubi original with Judd Nelson. And then Talk to Me, which is just a really cool, it was a really good possession movie. I really liked it. And then you've got Creepshow, Chucky, American Horror Story, all of that. And remember, American Horror Stories is going to start on Friday, and I think those are going to be really well. They seem they're going to do like Halloween stories, so I think that should be really, really fun. All right, what are y'all saying before I get into the products really quick? Oh, what other movies did you check out that you liked, Dean? Hello, Efron. How are you? Oh, I love watching. Yes, all the Scream movies are good to watch on Halloween. Of course. All right. So, since it is the anniversary of Halloween, and Halloween is coming up in 6 days, we do still have the 78 Trick or Treat Studios Michael Myers figure. I know they're a bit pricey, but it's really cool though. I think they're, how much is this one? I don't know if you can see that. I like the box. How much are these? These are $140 for these. Now, we are going to be having a Halloween sale. We're going to have a sale Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 4 days, online and in store. But we cannot put these on sale. We're not allowed. That's their, what is it called? MAP pricing. And these are not allowed to be on sale. I'm so sorry. I can't help that. But we do have plenty in stock, though. And we have the Trick or Treat figure, too. No love for Sam. Like, we can sell these all day long, but Sam, I don't know what's going on with Sam. I don't know if it's just too pricey, maybe, too big. I'm not sure. I'm sure people like more of the smaller ones that are a little cheaper, but I like these big ones. Yeah, see, this one's $200, and we can't put them on sale. I'm so sorry. But, man, that's cool. He gets a lot of good stuff with that, though, and it's big. I don't know. The packaging is cool. So we still have those. And then, like I said, we have these little light up pumpkins as well. Those are fun. And then these are brand new. Just got these in literally right before we did the show. Brian put them in really quick. You know I love H2, so I'm taking both home. But you know I love H2, so I'm excited about this one. I don't know why that would make any difference, it being H2 than an H1. I don't know, but okay. They should have put blood on it. Or like a blood tears. Yeah, they should have done a blood tears mask. Okay. And then we have the brand new limited edition breast cancer awareness month ghost face. So he's pink. I love that. Is all the money from this donated to something? To breast cancer awareness, I think, or something like that? Yeah, some of it. Yeah. They have like a percentage that goes to it. Yeah. So that literally just came in. So that's a really cool product. And those can be on sale. And then I want to give another shout out to this book. This vintage Halloween book. We just got another order of these in. We cannot keep these in stock. These are selling like hotcakes ever since we've gotten these. This is like our 4th or 5th order of these books, and they're just amazing vintage. I don't have this one open. Just amazing vintage Halloween coffee books. But these are $60, and these can go on sale for the sale. But so you need to go ahead and grab you one before we sell out again. These are like hotcakes. We're really happy about that too. I love it when we randomly get like a really cool new product from somebody at a convention and we're like, okay, we'll try it out. And then it just sells so good. I love that. And this book, ever since we've started with this book, like we just cannot keep it in stock. All right. And then we have Serena Vincent 8x10, since she was just here at the store Saturday, which I'll talk about. But we did get some 8x10s from her. And so these are the different 8x10s we have for sale in store and online. I like that. I need to do one like that with the blood. That's cool. That's really pretty. And of course, Cabin Fever. Got that one. Can you see those? Yep. And I believe this one is from House on Haunted Hill Part 2. Return to House on Haunted Hill, I think. Can y'all see? Here, let me show this one. There's that one. And then there's that one. Oop, oop. I can't see anything. And then, of course, there's the 8x10 of her shaving her leg. We got that one too. So all 4 of those are now available in store and online. That was a fun signing. Saturday went so well. We had so much fun. Store was busy. She was pleasant. She had so much fun. She loved the store. She was just walking around in awe of the store. And yeah, it was just another great signing event. We all had a great time. And she's just so lovely and so sweet and just gorgeous. And I had her sign my Cabin Fever DVD, and a lot of people had Cabin Fever stuff for her to sign. But yeah, it went really well. Had a great time. Yep, Nightmare Groupie Ryan, he was there. That horror couple, Rob and Kaylee, they were there. We all had a good time. Ouija's a good one too. I have not watched Suburban Nightmares yet, but that is on my list to watch. Someone had told me though that they thought it wasn't good. Yeah, she still looks gorgeous. And we are the same age. We were talking about that too, because she has a small child. She will be 45 in February, I think it is. and I'm already 45, so I'm just a couple months older than her. But yeah, she has a small child, and then I told her that I have a 25-year-old, and she was just like, what? It's like, yeah, we're the same age. I just started a lot younger. That's all. All right, so let's see. I think that's it, right? There's that. Yes, that's all the products I wanted to show. Serena Vincent signing really well. And then don't forget, this Saturday is our Halloween party. Philip, can you hand me some of the goodie bags? I can show you my goodie bags. Our Halloween party is this Saturday from 12 to 5. And we have Jeremy the Balloon Guy will be here. And we do have a face painter, so that is happening. Yay! So we have a face painter. We've never had a face painter before, so that's going to be fun. And then we will also have Kat Cressida. She is a voice actor for the Haunted Mansion ride, Tower of Terror ride, Dexter's Laboratory, Toy Story. So she'll be here doing a signing the whole time. And she has her special Q&A event that we will be doing from 7 to 9. So if you're a big fan of Disney or any of the movies or anything that she's done and have any questions for her, that'll be a great event to come to. You have to buy the tickets off our website for that because it is just a limited special event. And then she is going to come back on Sunday as well and sign again on Sunday. So Saturday and Sunday for Kat. And then we're all going to be dressed up, so I encourage everybody to be dressed up. The sale will be going on, and I'll have snacks, free snacks, drinks, and my famous goodie bags. I did a picture last night on my Instagram showing y'all that I was doing the goodie bags. It took a couple of hours, but Philip had filmed me doing the goodie bags, so we will be posting a video before Saturday, obviously, of me doing the goodie bags and just showing everybody what's in them. I have tons of really cool toys and tons of fun candy, so come and get you a goodie bag. First 100 people. I love making these. I have fun doing that. So, want a goodie bag? Hey, some have like slime in them and some really cool little skateboard things and just fun little toys and good candy too. So we'll have that. So it'll just be a good fun time on Saturday. So I can't wait for that. Yay. Oh, Suburban Nightmares is like an unsolved mystery show. Oh, okay. Is that's the John Carpenter thing though, right? Yes, you have a 10-month-old. Mine's 25. Do you have any other kids? Or just the 10-month-old? All right, so I guess that's really about all I have to talk about. Was there anything else I was supposed to talk about? That it? Yep. So my daughter will be here. I'm very excited. She's coming in on Saturday. So when the party is starting, Philip has to go pick up my daughter from the airport. She is going to be dressed up already, she said, on the plane. That's going to be interesting. And she's going to be a spider. So Philip has to go pick up a spider on Saturday. I'm going to be a devil. I have this whole devil theme going on this year for however, I don't know. I don't even know why I even chose that. I just did. And no, I'm not going to wear the dress in my pinup photos. I bought a devil costume from Spirit Halloween. But I'm getting my nails and my hair done tomorrow, so I will post my new nails. I know everybody likes the orange. I do too, but I have to do something else for my costume. But since Rachel is coming, she will be on my live show next Wednesday because she's going to be here for a whole week. So she will be on my live show, and we are going to be talking about Five Nights at Freddy. So that'll be the podcast show too. We're going to come back with the podcast as well. So me, Brian, and Rachel will be doing the podcast. And then, like I said, Rachel will join me for my live show next Wednesday. So that'll be fun. And like I said, we'll talk about Five Nights at Freddy. That'll be the main movie that we will review. And then whatever other movies I come up with. So I can't wait. I'm so excited for Rachel to come. I'm excited to have her here for the whole week. Yeah, I think Saturday's going to go very well. Halloween parties end up going pretty good, and the store has been really busy all month. So has the restaurant. With October and being in Las Vegas, we've just been really, really slammed. So that's good. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I hope y'all can take some of these recommendations. And please don't hesitate to message me if you're following me on either Instagram or the X or Twitter, whatever you call it. And tell me if you watched one of these movies and tell me what you think. I want to know what you think. I want to talk more horror with people on Instagram and Twitter. That'd be nice. But yeah, tell me what you think of the movies, and again, let's all go watch Five Nights at Freddy and talk about that next week. Make sure you go online, go purchase yourself one of these new breast cancer awareness Ghostface figures, please. That would be awesome. Don't forget about the sale, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So anything you're wanting, we've got the sale going to be happening. Everything will be 15% off. And make sure you follow Nightmare Toys on all social media. We are on everything: TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Am I missing something? I don't know. YouTube, obviously. Please go subscribe to that. I think that covers all of that. And then if you would like to follow me on anything, I am on Instagram and Twitter. And then I have my other pages. I have my OnlyFans, which is my main one. Fansly, Loyal Fans. And then I also have my own website. My own website's cool because you can either join the website and see all content, or if you don't want to join it, you can just go on there and just purchase whatever you want. Or I have Cash App if you want content. Just putting that out there. So, all right, guys. I will see y'all next week. Thank you for joining me. And I hope y'all have a spooky evening. Bye. Let's go watch Chucky.